There are places that make you feel small. Ladakh is one of them. No filters, no second chances. Just you and the road. This is Srinagar Leh Manali with Umling. The first thing that hits us is the air. Srinagar feels alive. And beyond all of that, standing quietly in the distance, the mountains. The scenery here changes every second. And then, just like that, Dal Lake opens up in front of us. Still, enormous, like a sheet of glass, and quiet. We reach the houseboat and realize this isn't just another stop. This is the start of something incredible. Tonight, we rest. Tomorrow, the real adventure begins. The second day starts early. Today, we are heading towards Kargil. From here, the road climbs, twisting, narrowing, gaining altitude with every turn. And then comes the Zoji La Pass, 3,528 meters above sea level. Above Zoji La, the descent into Drass begins. A small village, isolated and exposed, holding the title of the coldest inhabited place in India. We stop for lunch before our final stretch to Kargil. Further, the road smoothens out, and then, after hours of winding through the mountains, we arrive. Kargil, a town that has seen war, resilience, and history that was not pretty. We leave Kargil behind. The air sharpens, the body slows, and yet the mountains call us higher still. Passing through Namika, we reach to Lamayuru, where a monastery clings to the cliffs, glazing over a land so strange, so textured, they call it moonland. For over 1,000 years, it has endured. Then we see the magnetic hills, a place known for its optical illusions. We check in, drop our bags, and step outside at 3,500 meters. The altitude makes itself known. Breaths come slower. Movements feel heavier. Here, acclimatization isn't a suggestion, it's survival. The morning air in Leh is thin, but today we're going even higher. The road ahead is short, almost 125 kilometers. We start the climb and reach Khardungla, one of the highest motorable passes in the world, sitting at 5,359 meters. At the top, nothing moves except the wind. A few prayer flags flutter, and we just stand there, silent. The descent is surreal. The mountains open up into the Nubra Valley, a place that feels like it shouldn't exist, yet it does. Hundar is our first stop, a cold desert at 3,000 meters. This place is a contradiction, a reminder that Ladakh doesn't follow any rules. Further ahead comes Diskit Monastery, a quiet village, home to the oldest monastery in Nubra. The giant Buddha statue watches over the valley, its golden frame catching the last light of the day. By evening, we reach the campsite. The silence here is different. Tomorrow, we go further. The road out of Nubra is different. No high passes today. Instead, we follow the Shyok River. The road is unpredictable. At times, smooth. At times, nothing more than rock and dust. And then, there's something that is just so magnificent. Barely seems real. Pangong. The lake stretches farther than the eyes can see, its colors shifting as if alive. At 4,350 meters, the air is thin, cold even at the peak of summer. Tomorrow we leave. But for tonight, Pangong will stay with us. Today we'll reach Hanle, one of the most remote villages in Ladakh. Pangong fades behind us as we follow the road south. No trees, no settlements, just raw, untouched land in every direction. Then comes Rizangla. This ground has seen the 1962 Indo-China War. We stop here. No words, just time to let that sink in. And then we push further. We reach Hanle, a village barely marked on a map. Fewer than 300 people. The Hanle Observatory sits above it all. Tomorrow we keep moving. But tonight the universe is right here. By the end of today, we'll have reached Umling at 5,640 meters, the highest motorable road in the world. But first, we have to get there. The road out of Hanle is rough, not just in patches, all of it. Loose gravel, sharp inclines, endless dust. But we keep on climbing and eventually reach Umling, higher than the Everest base camp, higher than any road ever built. But eventually, we'll have to head back. You don't challenge this altitude, you respect it. By evening, we are back in Hanle. The road today leads to Tso Moriri, a lake that feels like it belongs to another world. Leaving Hanle is different. Unlike the sharp ridges we've seen before, this land stretches endlessly. This is the Changthang Plateau. Barren, silent, but alive in its own way. Then Tso Moriri. It appears suddenly, a strip of blue against the earth. 28 kilometers long, 100 feet deep. We sit by the shore. No rush, no distractions. By evening, we reach Korzok, a small village on the lake's edge. A homestay, a warm meal, and the kind of quiet that only exists at the very edge of the world. We leave Tso Moriri behind, heading deeper into Ladakh's wilderness. The first stop is Puga Valley, a land of steaming hot springs. Not far from here, there's another lake, Tso Kar. Unlike the deep blues of Tso Moriri, Tso Kar is stark, almost ghostly. From here, we rejoin the Manali-Leh highway at Mure Plains, a flat stretch of road at over 4,500 meters. Gradually, the descent begins and by evening, we reach Sarchu, a plateau at 4,200 meters standing alone in the vastness. Tomorrow, we cross into Himachal. The journey is ending, but the mountains aren't done with us yet. We leave Sarchu early and start climbing the road, which feels more like a battlefield than a highway. Paralachala, 4,892 meters. One of the toughest passes on the Manali-Leh route. At the top, there's another lake, Suraj Tal. A lake that appears suddenly, cradled in the mountains. The descent begins. And then, a final gateway, Atal Tunnel. 9 kilometers of engineering carved through the mountains, cutting hours off the old route. And then there's Manali. We check in, bags down, a warm meal. The journey ends here, but the mountains never really leave you. For the first time in days, there's no rush, no tough roads ahead, just a slow morning, a warm meal, and time to wander. Hidimba Devi Temple, Jogni Waterfall, or maybe just old Manali. By evening, the journey pulls us back. The road to Delhi awaits. But Ladakh stays with you.